1963, I have gone to Fiddleman's Resort in South Haven, Michigan, from Bowling Green State University in Ohio to work as a secretary for the summer. In comes the band, this saxophone player, and a brother and his two brothers, a piano player and a drummer. 1963, Dave is not yet a twinkle in his parents' eye. 2 years later, Dave has arrived. In 1980, Bob is playing at Oakdale, which probably a lot of you have gone to Oakdale. He's done so many things before that. He has received his master's in saxophone from Northwestern University in Chicago, but he got called up by the service. It was 1965, we want you. And so he was able to get into the Connecticut National Guard Band, and that's how we ended up here, rather than Chicago. So in the 80s, he was fortunate enough to be called to play so many of those shows at Oakdale, and lo and behold, Bob D'Angelo was there. And Bob was playing also. And Bob D'Angelo grew up in Connecticut, as did my husband, and he went to Western Connecticut, majored in percussion. Then he went on to Yale, majored in percussion. He thought that he would become a college professor, but he met his wife at WestCon, and they married, baby came along, Bob started doing a lot more playing, and eventually, he was Sergio Franchi's drummer for a short period of time before Sergio Franchi died. This guy back here, the bass player, this is going to be the funny microphone. We'll see. Grew up in, is it called Irvington? And he was into music at the age of 17 and on the road with a rock folk band. My husband met him probably when he was in his early 20s. He met him down in the Westport area. So they met a long time ago. Dave and Bob met about 12 years ago, although they had played before together. And Dave said to Bob, would you like to make a CD? And Bob said, sure. And so they completed a CD in 2010. Then Bob got Hodgkin's lymphoma in 2011, and he survived it. When the doctor looked at his, what was it, a PET scan, Jacob? Yeah, he was just loaded with it. But they found the right treatment for him, but he was very weak afterwards. Dave started coming in that spring with another fellow. Come on, Bob, let's play some tunes. And this group formed out of that back in 2011. They play with a lot of other people in addition to this group. Dave is very busy playing with Brian Torf, the well-known bass player with George Shearing, who has his own group now. So Dave is playing with that group quite frequently, but he also played recently in New York City with a well-known saxophone player, not my husband, someone who's currently popular, whose name I can't remember, but he's busy, and Marshall McDonald. And Steve Rohn is busy with a number of different people. He plays different instruments, but he's also an artist, a fine landscape artist. He's many other things. He's a beekeeper. He teaches at St. Martin de Port. So he's terrific with those kids. Bob D'Angelo ended up teaching in Middlebury, at Southbury, right? Yep. At Pomperaug High School, and became a beloved teacher there. You will see how he got some award at Pomperaug. His wife was teaching strings in the lower grades, and he's also published a book on percussion. Is that close enough? So enough of that, and on with the wonderful music of the Bob Kolb